Thank you for your help, and the kids thank you too. Hopefully you heard the story a little bit earlier about Alexis Budd, and we wanted to give you an update on how things are going.
It was a very scary time, and Catherine, her mom, is here. Alexis, she doesn't think I'm very funny. Still not laughing at my jokes. How are you feeling, Alexis?
Good.
You feeling good?
Just feeling good about those cookie sales. How many Girl Scout cookie boxes do you sell?
Around 350.
350 boxes?
Wow, that's a lot of Thin Mints, huh?
Wow.
What did you bring us?
Cash coins that we earned.
You shook down everybody that you were selling cookies to give me some more money?
Buy my cookies and give me some coins for kids? Right?
That's a pretty heavy bag.
It's a very heavy bag. And just a reminder to everybody, today is the last day to turn your coins into Panera Bread to get your free pick too, so just a reminder.
If you missed the story earlier, it had to do with a brain hemorrhage and Alexis being rushed to the hospital where she had immediate surgery. And I'm looking at the pictures of you before. I think both your dudes look pretty nice. You look great without hair too, you know. Got a cute haircut now.
Little both.
You're obviously doing so much better. Tell us what's happened since the story began.
She has been doing fantastic. I mean, her healing was nothing short of miraculous. Even when, she had been brought in, again, we didn't know if she was going to live or die. We were in ICU for 16 days. And even with that, once they put her in a medical coma, her waking up and, she had damage on her right side. I mean, very familiar. We've got a senator, or a representative in a hospital like that now. You're not sure if they're going to walk, if they're going to talk, what sort of motion she was going to have on her right side. And when she finally woke up, I mean, her first words were, "I love you." And I'll remember this forever. But and her recovery was very quick when she came out of the hospital. We were very lucky.
I noticed that she covered her ears when you started to talk. Why did she do that?
She is still very sensitive about it. It's she's not comfortable talking about it. She was unconscious a lot of the time because she was in a coma. But it's still, I think, hard for her to deal with processing it through. She's 10 now, but just turned 10 a month ago. But trying to process all of that and deal with it as a child is a little difficult.
How have you processed it?
I'm doing okay. The story's always hard to tell. We try to speak as much as we can for CMN. We do golf tournaments and different fundraisers and basketball tournaments and things like that. It's just really important because, it's the equipment that CMN, the money it's able to be raised and donated to the hospital, help us save her. I mean, the whole intensive care, the whole unit was donated and equipment, things like that, and we believe it helped to save her.
Alexis, you're doing great now.
Don't be sorry.
When you come back and you see the other kids, does it make you feel good they were getting taken care of?
Yes.
Is there anything that you'd like to... There are a lot of people listening right now. They heard your story earlier and they were crying like your mom, so you probably would have plugged your ears. But those people listening now, they didn't plug their ears because they're very interested in you and how you're doing. Is it important that they call? Because a lot of those machines, a lot of those things that they worked on you with, people paid for, and it helped save you. So they should probably keep calling, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
What would you say to the other kids out that are upstairs right now? What would you say to them?
That I hope they make it out of the hospital safely like I did last year.
Why don't we have you read the phone number? There are all these volunteers at the RE/MAX phone bank over there. That one on the bottom right there, if you can read that and tell everybody what the number is.
188.
Go ahead.
One more 8.
85439931.
See if they'll just pick up their phones right now. In a second, you'll hear those phones start ringing because you're apparently very powerful. I mean, who else sells 350 boxes of Girl Scout cookies? You're a good salesperson, right? Very persuasive. All right? I bet any second now one of those phones is going to ring because people are dialing that 1-888-543-9931. See? 9931.
And I think it was important, Mom, that you mentioned a lot of people don't realize what CMN dollars go for. And when you were in the ER, the PICU, the pediatric ICU, you see the label of the balloon, and you see that is, there they go, that without this money, she may not be sitting here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so hard for hospitals to come up with the funds. I mean, these things are hundreds of thousands of dollars in a lot of cases, and it's the generous contributions of every one of your listeners that, the nickels and dimes and the dollars that come through, and it's, it helps save children. And we are one of those lucky, fortunate people.
Alexis, you promise to come back see us next year
Yeah,
and bring cookies?
maybe.
Maybe. I'll buy some from you. All right. So
Yeah, I'm sold out.
sold out. Give me something here, okay?
She brought you coins.
Okay, that's true. She did. Okay, we're good. All right. And I'm glad you're better too.
I'm glad you're better
All right,
too.
thanks. And the kids are waving back at you upstairs, okay? All right. We'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right.
It's Magic Cares for Kids Radiothon on Magic 107.7.